What's going on, budget fam? Welcome back to another video. So today's video we're going to be talking about the retail releases that you can expect to see for the month of August. As you guys know, the theme of the channel is collect on a budget. Always looking for the cheapest way to find product and buy stuff out there, and typically, for the most part, retail is the way to go. That's the way to get the most bang for the buck. That's really what I focus on for the most part here on the channel. So I'm just going to be talking about some products that are going to be coming out in August at retail. So stuff that you will see either hitting the shelves at Walmart or that you'll see on the Target online releases, the Target online drops. Yeah, the best way to collect on a budget is to be aware of those things. If you're not aware of what's coming out and you miss an opportunity to get it, it becomes very difficult to get stuff for cheap, because then you're buying secondhand and you're buying off of eBay, and prices are ridiculous. So giving you a little bit of information, a little bit of knowledge to help you all be on top of things and get the best deal that you can possibly get. So this month, there's not a ton of stuff coming out, but what is coming out is really exciting. This is a little bit of a slower time of the year, just in sports in general. Like, basketball just ended. Baseball's kind of in a little bit of like no man's land right now, in the kind of the chunk of the season where there's just a lot of games. The NFL is kind of ramping up, but hasn't quite started yet. So there isn't a ton of hype around any of the sports right now. So if you're someone who's looking to buy singles, now is definitely a good time to buy stuff. But I think, you know, there's not a lot of hype around sports right now, and there isn't a bunch of products coming out because of it. But like I said, the stuff that is coming out is going to be really hot. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's start with the first product, and that is Select Basketball. Really, really excited for this. Hobby did come out at the end of July, but we have not seen anything as far as retail is concerned. Haven't seen it at, you know, any Walmarts or popping up on eBay. No one's selling it, so you know it's not like even to the point where it's getting backdoored or anything like that. But I think that we will start to see some of it this week. That's my prediction. I'm willing to bet it'll be at some Walmart restocks, and then maybe even online at Target. I am expecting to see the value packs first. That's what happened with football, and I'm expecting that basketball will be similar. So be on the lookout for the fat packs. Those for football, I think, came out like a week and a half or 2 weeks before we saw any other format. So be on the lookout for the fat packs. Those should be coming soon, as well as the rest of the products down the road. The interesting thing about Select is that I think it's harder for the bots to buy, or to buy. Yeah, it's harder for the bots to buy something if it hasn't been loaded onto Target's website, so they don't have the links to get on it. So if you're on it and you are on the Target restock, whenever they decide to put Select up, you should have a pretty good chance to get it without getting kind of just torn apart by bots. So be on the lookout for that. That's a really cool product, super exciting. Hobby is not selling very well for them at all. I looked on Panini's website and it was up for a while. I don't know exactly how long it ended up being up, but a few hours after release, it was still available. My opinion, and I think most people's opinion, it was way overpriced with $1,000 for a hobby box. People know what's coming. They know there's going to be a ton of retail. They know it's going to be loaded with rookies. There really is no point to buy hobby, especially with the RPAs not being as attractive as the football ones. So definitely a swing and a miss for Panini, and they're running Select into the ground a little bit. It's kind of sad to see, but it is what it is. So the next product to look out for are the Topps complete sets. I thought those were coming out last month, but didn't see them at all. So be on the lookout for those this month at particularly Walmart. Walmart has a really cool format with the foil board inserts that are numbered to 200 or 300 and something. I was able to grab a bunch of those last year. Honestly, I grabbed way too much last year. I grabbed probably somewhere like 9 to 10 to 11, maybe 12 complete sets, and I opened every single one of them. Not doing that this year. I'm going to grab a few. This year I definitely want to hold a few and not open them, so that's on my list of things to do is grab one to open for the channel, and one to hold for a long term. So I'm going to be on the lookout for those. I'm always a fan of the complete sets. They don't have a ton of resale value, so typically they don't get bought up super quick. So you should be able to get those pretty easily. So that's coming soon, as well as there's no date on that because I thought that was coming last month. There's no date on Select either because those could be any time. Prism Baseball is coming out August 13th. Obviously these dates are the hobby release dates. Retail could be a little earlier, it could be a little later than these dates, usually a little later, but Prism Baseball is coming out. That's always a super fun product. Panini loads up their baseball products with a ton of parallels, so that'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to the mega boxes. The mega boxes are fire. I opened one of those last year, loved it. Really excited to get my hands on some again this year. That's something that you'll probably see at Walmart, you'll probably see online at Target again. So yeah, that'll be coming very soon. And also on August 13th, Prism Basketball WNBA. I'm a fan of the WNBA product, man. I liked it last year. I was only able to find one blaster last year. That stuff was hot, honestly. People kind of slept on it. The single sold for a lot. The resale on the blasters was actually pretty high. Part of the reason that it was so expensive last year, resale, was that there just wasn't a lot of it. I'll be interested to see if Panini prints a ton of it this time because it was popular last year. So I'll be interested to see if they print a ton this year. And if they do print more, that'll probably bring the hype down and the value of it down a little bit. But still a really exciting product that I really am looking forward to check out. So if I see some, I will definitely be grabbing some and sharing it on the channel because I'm a fan of the WNBA, and Prism is the way to go for that product, or for the WNBA. So looking forward to that. August 20th, a big one, man. Topps Chrome Baseball. I love Topps Chrome Baseball. Love the design of Topps this year. We got a little bit of a preview of what that'll probably look like with the Topps Chrome Soccer. Has the exact same design as baseball, and those look great, man. The refractors, the color parallels, they look awesome. So yeah, Topps Chrome Baseball is going to look great this year. I cannot wait for that to come out. I bought a ton of Topps Chrome last year, and I still regret not buying even more because I'm a big fan of that. The rookie class isn't quite as exciting this year, but I think overall there's some solid rookies, so definitely going to be on the lookout for that and trying to grab all the formats and as much as I possibly can because I'm a big fan of that product. So be on the lookout for that coming very soon. Moving on to August 25th, this is the big one, Optic Basketball. As far as I can tell now, it should be coming out August 25th. Who knows, that keeps getting pushed back. So we'll see when that actually does come out. But really anticipating that one. I'm a big fan of Optic. Keeping it real, I kind of prefer Optic over Prism. Optic is so much harder to find. You saw that with football last year, or yeah, with this year with football. There was a ton of Prism football, but there was not nearly as much Prism Optic football. And I think the same is going to be similar for basketball. It's a really cool Chrome product. Definitely one of the top of the line retail products that you're going to be able to find, and it's going to be hard to find. So if you see any of it all, don't hesitate, just grab it. I think long-term Optic's value is going to continue to go up when people realize that there's not as much of that printed as there is Prism. So my advice, hold on to those Optic rookies. It's a good looking set again this year. The design looks great. Parallels look great. It's going to be fire. As you can see, there's not a ton of releases this month, but the releases that are coming out are going to be hot. I think the lines at Walmart and the bots are going to be all over Target. This stuff is going to be very coveted, especially Chrome Baseball, Optic Basketball, and Select Basketball. Those are going to be big resale items. People are going to be all over that stuff. It's going to get challenging and difficult out there, but you know, what else is new, man? That's the name of the game with retail. Also, Big League Baseball is on the radar. I thought it was supposed to come out last month, but it didn't, so it should be coming out at some point this month. Not super excited for that one. It's kind of a not even kind of, it's a very low end product, but if I see some, I'll definitely want to try to grab some to check it out for the channel. But yeah, guys, some really big releases coming. Not a ton, but some big ones. So good luck out there. Be safe as always. Don't fight anybody over sports cards, guys. It's not worth it. Just have fun. Enjoy the hobby. Get your hands on whatever you can get on and rip it, man. Let's do it. But I appreciate you guys watching. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.